HR data, okay, something HR data dot sql. Okay, the file extension will be dot sql. So I'll save it under download file. Okay, and then I'll use the custom. Okay, and the other option I'll not use anything. Okay, whatever is there, I'll just go with a default object, default settings, and then I'll say backup. Okay, it's done. I'll share that another file also. Okay, the file which I'm sending now, you have to import it. Okay, uh, okay, so first save that file, the one which I just shared, hrdata.sql. Hurry. Hello, Hurry. Am I audible, guys?
Already showed.
Okay, so what you have to do is, Hari, you have to right click on your table. See the table that you have, right click, and then don't use this import export, then just use the restore option. Okay, and here what you have to do is the file name, right? So you have to point to that file name which you just downloaded. Okay, which you downloaded, and you need to point to that file. Say for example, in my case, backup will file, this one, and then I can click on restore. Okay, you do that and let me know, or else tomorrow you let me know 15 minutes before we can connect, and I'll fix your issue. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, thank you, Hari. We'll fix it. It's not a problem. Only thing is the schema was not created, and that is why you are getting. And see, whenever you get any error, right? See, you have to go to this window, process window, and here, say for example, I have some failed instance here. Okay, so if I go, you see this document. Icon here, you have to click on it and you have to read the error section. Okay, whenever I ask for any error, you have to share this screenshot. Okay, then only I'll get to know where is the problem. Okay. So this one, okay, this is very important. Whenever some action happens or some changes happens, right, it will keep a track of it in success or failure. Okay, if something is failing, it will capture that also, and then you have to click on it, and then you have to share this screenshot in WhatsApp or to me personally. I'll look into it, and then I'll guide you what needs to be done. Okay, these are some previous one uh, that I'm sharing here. Okay, so let me get back to our topic. Okay, where is the PPT? Okay, so we have done the SQL basics, database and tables with drop, alter, truncate. See, alter, truncate, we know. Copy also we learned. Okay, temp I'll teach you in between. Okay, alter, and then CRUD operations. Okay, select, insert, update, delete. Okay, we have done both. Okay, I'll teach you the update. Existing columns you have, rows, you want to update some data. Okay, with some correction, how to do that. Okay, so this also I think I've done, if I'm not wrong. I've created a customized PPT here. Okay, with all the content. I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay, don't worry, I'll share it. Okay, and like we have done operations and filters, we have done most of this. Union all. So aggregate is the function where we will focus now today. Okay, we'll continue with aggregate functions, then we'll go with constraint. Joins we have already done, and then we'll move on to functions, views. These advanced subqueries, you should know how to write a subquery, and CTE. Okay, and then DB design, ER model also I'll show you, but these are all concepts. Okay, theory I'll go through with normalization. There are 5 types of normal forms that I'll teach you. One normal form, second normal form, third normal form. Okay, what is that? You need to know. Okay, and security and tuning, injection, encryption, how to encrypt your data. Okay, performance tuning, if your database is pulling data, I mean it's taking a lot of time, okay, more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, how do you do the performance tuning? So we'll learn all those things. Okay, so right now we are at here. Okay, then we'll continue this. Joins we have already done. Okay, so we'll not continue this one. So we'll move to functions. Okay, from here it is very important. Okay, from views it is like you are getting into the advanced. Okay, so expert level you will be moving on. Okay, so also I've added some interview ready contents also. Okay, so these are all the data types. Okay, difference: ddl, dml, dql, dcl, tcl. Okay, so you see, ddl we have already learned, data definition language, manipulation query languages. Dql is which is where we use this select statement: select star, select column name, select, you will add with order by, group by. Okay, that is called dql. Dcl is grant and control. Okay, revoke, giving access to something, to a database to do some manipulation, or you want to revoke that, you can use grant, select. We'll do all this one by one. Okay, I've just curated this content from the last PPT. Okay, the last PPT was looking cluttered. I felt on weekend I was preparing all these things so that I can have one proper this thing. Okay, and this one. Okay, create table. So I have given the what do you call the syntax here. Okay, this is the syntax: create table, table name, column. You will give the column name and data type. Okay, whether it's a primary key, not null, or it doesn't carry any of the constraints here, you can leave this. Okay, so these are some of the examples. Okay, coming back to, I'll share it guys. Okay, later on. So I'll just go to count. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just focus here. Okay, and all this what do you call, all this practice are done on DVD rental. Okay, so DVD rental is one where you can do most of the practice, but for deleting, truncate, to run those, you have to create customize, and also you create a customized table, like a database like marketing, another database called sales, another called retail. Okay, and then go to Kaggle, download and import that file so that you can practice there. Okay, the more the numeric or columns you have, okay, the more aggregate function you can apply, like count, sum, average, min, max. Okay, I've already given some of the examples here how to use it, min and all. So we'll continue from where we left last week. Okay, and then we'll get into the constraints. Okay, so constraints are like primary key, okay, foreign key, not null, unique, check. Okay, check is the other condition where we'll check whether the condition is true, do something. Okay, something like that. Okay, even if the age I'm entering, or the data entry operator is entering into those tables, if he's entering 250 with typo mistake, okay, age, okay, if the age is greater than 250, it will throw an error. You cannot add 250. It has to be between 0 to 150 something, whatever the condition you write, so that you can make that what you called the control, okay, on your data. Okay, so I'll share it, guys. Okay, don't worry, I'll share this file. I have to add some more content and then I'll add it. Okay, so let me froze. 1 minute, I'll open the correct file. 19. Okay, that is the one. Okay, so okay, uh, till now we have seen the aggregation functions. Okay, one we have seen sum, we have seen average. Okay, and one is min and max. Okay, these are the aggregation uh, practice that we did, and we know how to use those functions using a column. Okay, so if you have a numeric column and you have salary, what is the average salary you are paying? Okay, so if you use the average function inside that, if you add that column, okay, you can do that. Okay, now today what we're going to do is we will learn this is level 2. Okay, level 2 group by. Okay, so we learn about group by. Okay, so example, I'll take DVD rental. Okay, so here I think I have Netflix. I'll go to database DVD rental. Okay, so I'll just give a reference here. For this practice. Okay, so now what does group by does? Okay, in simple term, group by allows aggregation. Okay, per category. Now what is category? Okay, it could be anything. Category could be a, a non-numerical data type. Okay, it could be string, it could be a boolean like true false, it could be a column called gender. Okay, so categorical data. If you recall, in Python we have come across the data types. Okay, so we have data types like numeric data type, categorical data type, and then ordinal data type, which is like a survey data, like within a scale of 1 to 5, whatever you want to rate Swiggy or your experience, right? You get those kind of surveys even today on your Swiggy app, right? So those are all fall under ordinal data type. Okay, so categorical is non-numeric, simple. You will use group by most of the time with categorical. Okay, categorical data type. So I'll pick a table called uh, where is DVD rental schema uh, table. So I need categorical, right? I'll pick up payment. Let me check what are the columns we have. Payment ID, staff ID, rental amount is there, and payment date is there. Okay. So I'll say, uh, yeah, I can use through customer ID also. Yeah, small end. Yes. So I'll say select customer underscore ID, comma. Then I will take amount. Okay, so now here pay attention, I'm taking a aggregate function. Okay, I'll say sum of which column, I'll say I'll take amount. Okay, amount. Okay, amount column, comma. I can give some alias here as I can say total spent. Okay, from payment table. Then I can say uh, group by, okay, group by uh, customer ID, customer underscore ID. Okay, I want to group by customer ID, and then I want to use order underscore by, sorry, order by uh, total spent. Okay, same this alias I'm using. You can, if you're not using this alias, you can use amount here. Okay, so I'm, since I'm giving an alias name for this amount column called total spent, so I'm using a total spent here. Okay, don't get confused here. And I want descending. By default it's ascending, so I want it descending. Okay, so let me run this and I'll show you the difference. Okay, now you see. Okay, okay, so you see customer ID, the first column. Okay, sum amount. Okay, now this customer ID, how much he paid. Okay, there might be a lot of transactions. Okay, I'm not going by date. Okay, I'm just going by total spent. Okay, how much this customer with a customer ID called 148 spent is $201. Okay, it could be 1 month data, it could be 2 months, or it could be 1 year data. Okay, $211.55 is what I received from this customers. Okay, these are the customer ID. I'm just grouping by customer ID. Okay, you, if you don't have a customer ID in numeric, you have a categorical like city wise or country wise. Okay, you can use by country wise also. Okay, so group by function, whenever you use group by, this column has to be here. Okay, if you don't give this and just give group by, it will not work, it will throw an error. Okay, I'll show you those examples also. So group rows by customer ID, and sum is applied here. Sum is applied by uh, per group. Okay, these are per group. Okay, how many 599 are groups? Okay, if you see payment table, if I say select star from payment, okay, we'll see how many records are there first. Okay, you see 14,596. Okay, now you see 341, how many times you see here customer ID. Okay, there's the payment ID, different payment ID, right? So it's a DVD rental, you rent out the DVD, and after watching you will return to them, right? So different transaction numbers are created here, but this is grouping. Okay, I use group by customer ID, and you see here total 14,596 are the records. Okay, when I run this query, I get 599 600 records approximately. Okay, so this is how you're going to use the group by along with uh, what is this called, aggregation, like sum, average. Okay, if you have a salary column, okay, so you can add uh, average of salary paid to employees or whatever, if you have the employee records. Okay, right now we don't have any employee records here, these are all uh, customer. Okay, employee we don't have here. See, staff is there, let me check staff. Staff first name, okay, active, username, password, last picture. Okay, so nothing, we don't have anything called salary. Okay, we don't have anything called salary, only we have customer facing records, which is payment. Okay, for a customer they're maintaining, but this one may be internal, so they are not exposing this outside. Okay, So you can do first sit and see what are the columns are here. Then you have to start by grouping by. Okay. Here what which column you will use group by here. First name, last name is there. Okay. But what you can do is here active boolean true or false. Okay. How many true, how many false you can pick up one way, and also username picture last updated. See, I don't see any uh, data, relevant data that we can pull here. Okay, but anyway, it all depends on your columns also, what columns you have and what you are trying to achieve. Okay, now we'll do one more practice. I'll take another table, film. Okay, film. We have rating. Okay, MPA rating, which is uh, categorical, I guess. Okay, uh, rating categorical. Last full special features, length, rental rate. Okay, what I'll do is I'll use some logic here for the rating for the entire films. Okay, which one are better here? Okay, select rating. I'll say count. Here I'm not giving any table column name. Okay, I'll say star count all. Okay, uh, as total films. Okay, I want to count rating and total films. What ratings we have? Okay, from which table? From film. Then I'll say simply group by rating. Simple. Okay, two line. Group by rating. Okay. So now, see categorical, it is working very good. You see, this is your okay. So PG films, how many films we have? Total films is 194. And how why we are getting this value here? Because of this count star. Okay. Now you know where to use star. Okay. Inside, if I say film, okay, what happens? It will give a different result. Okay. I'll say film ID title. We can count title, right? Huh? Yeah, we can count. We can count film ID also. So I'll say count film underscore ID. Okay. Successfully run. Okay. Still you are getting. Okay. Why I took film ID? You know, film ID is a what is this called? Unique values. Okay. Film ID will have a unique value, no repeated value. When you create your table, you will mention primary key. Okay. So I'll pick something which is a primary key, which I know. I'll pick for a count. Otherwise, what happens is you will end up with duplication. Okay. Length, rental rate, numeric. Okay. And I can add what is this rental rate. Rental underscore rental rate. Okay. Now you see rental rental underscore rate. Okay. See whatever the columns that you are using here, it has to come in group by. See, must appear in group by calls, or you cannot use. This is the funda. Okay. So always make sure whichever the columns you are using, just make sure that is there in group by. Okay. If I remove this rating and I say rental rental underscore rate. Okay, I am getting. Okay, so $2.99, how many movies are there? 323. Okay, second one is $4.95, 336 movies are there which are costing rental of $5. Okay, and $1, 341 movies. Okay, you need something else, you can add here. Okay, so this is how you have to use the group by. Always group by, if you are using here, you have to use here. That is the funda. Otherwise you will end up with getting error message. Just now you saw, right? And what if you use select star? Okay, I'll do that also. Okay, I'll just run this one statement. Okay, you see column film id must appear in the group by clause or to be used in aggregate function. Okay, without that you cannot use it. Select star cannot be used for group by, you have to use columns. Okay, that is the syntax. Always remember group by, whichever column you are using, you have to use here also. Okay, so you can use rating along with count, along with count of film id, or anything else whichever you think that makes sense for you. Okay, save it. Okay, so now what is the important rule here is, uh, every column in select must be inside an aggregate function or be included in group by. Okay, that's the funda here. Every select statement, whatever the columns you are using, it has to pass by group by, or else it will end up with throwing an error. Okay, I'll show you one more example here. Select customer ID amount from payment, group by customer ID. The previous one which we did, but not with group ID we did. See, amount is coming. Okay, whenever you use group by, this column only it will work out. Okay, it will not work out with amount. You have to use aggregate function. Okay, I can use some, what was that, amount. Okay, something like this. Okay, or you can use average. Okay, what is the average we are getting? So you can write avg average. Okay, now you see, from this customer on average dollar we are getting is $4. Likewise you can bifurcate here. Okay, same thing I can use. What is the minimum amount we are getting? I'll say min. Okay, and then I'll copy the same thing, I'll say max. Okay, I'll run this minimum amount first. Okay, minimum amount that we are expecting from all this is 0.99. Okay, which is $1 is minimum value. Okay, and max is 5. We know $5 is max, which is 4.99. Okay, but here see, we have max number 10 also. For few customers 10 they are paying. Okay, so we can give some offers to them. Okay, so like in a month, one DVD rental we can make them as a free. Okay, without any rental. Promotions kind of thing you can run only for highest payment, who are I mean highest amount the customers are paying. like this customer IDs 29 customer ID 54. Okay, these are all customer ID. Just like an employee ID, we will create a customer ID. Okay, this is so group by you guys are clear now. Okay, now let's see, it's 8:49, right? We still have time. So 9 will sharply close. Now we'll see having clause. Okay, this is used for uh, filtering groups. Okay, filtering groups. And which are the things that we will use for having? We'll use where clause. Then we will use along with where we will use having. Simple. Having means whether it includes or not. Simple English statement. Okay, whether this included or not. Okay. See, once we do 2 3 examples, you will get an idea. Okay. We will practice with these tables only. Having. So which one will take? We'll take a payment one. Okay. Payment one. See, I'll give you one scenario. Okay. I want a customer list. So first you have to frame your question. Okay. Business problem. I want to find customers. Okay. Customers uh, who spent more than $200. Okay, this is my question. There is dollar sign. Yeah, here. Okay, this is my business problem. Okay, so guys, tell me what do you think? I mean, what are the filters that we can use? Where we have to use? Okay, and then we have to use having. Okay, where we'll say where customer having uh, payment more than 200. Okay, how do you get 200? When you add, when you sum up. Okay, when you sum up the amount whatever we are receiving from customer, when you sum up you will get that report, right? So it's a tricky question. Okay, it's a tricky question, so we will practice this. So first I'll run the plain command from payment. Okay, I'll just run this first. So payment ID, customer ID, staff, rental, amount is there. Okay, so I have to sum up this one and payment date is there. Okay, so I'll say select customer ID, comma, then I'll say sum of what? Amount. Okay, payment dot amount is also acceptable. Okay, payment is what? The table name dot amount. You can write reference like this also. Okay, then I'll say alias as total spent. Okay, some meaningful label I want. Okay, here like amount we have, right? I want a meaningful label called uh, total underscore spent. Then I'll say from payment table. Okay, this is the first statement. Now I'll say group by, I'll use customer ID, customer underscore ID. Okay, group by customer ID. And then next line I'll say having. Okay, here the condition, if you read my condition, what did I mention? Customer who spent more than $200. Okay, so I'll use this as proper. uh, Give me 1 minute, guys, I'm getting one call. Okay, it got disconnected. Okay, so I'll say having. Okay, now you see the logic. I'll say sum. Okay, what I want to use, amount table, amount column. Okay, amount am, oh sorry, amount, amount greater than 200. See the logic. So I want to find customer who has spent more than $200. So I'm using here two things. Okay, one is group by clause and I'm using having. Okay, and having here logic, whatever the sum I'm getting here. Okay, sum, I'm using a greater than symbol, operator greater than symbol, and 200. So I'll get only customer ID and group by report who are paying more than $200 in the entire transaction. Okay, maybe they joined recently, or maybe they are in the system for 3 years, 4 years, last year, 1 year. Okay, whatever it may be. See, so only two customers, 526 and customer ID 148. Okay, so if you see these two customers bill are passing more than a total, whatever the transaction they are doing till now, or I mean they might be 2 years customer, or they may be with the I mean with the DVD rental they might be using this service for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, no matter how. But if you see they are the top, only two customers. Okay, same thing you can customize with some other category. Okay, amount is uh, greater than uh, 150 and okay, and uh, some amount less than 200. Okay, I am using and I want to check these two conditions whether all my customers fall between this and this. Okay, I am using and, I mean both the condition should be true. Okay, or means greater than or this, it will give you a difference records. Okay, now you see 154, 189, you will not see less than 150. Okay, see the condition is 150, or you can say equal or greater than. Okay, so you have to use all these condition, then only you can make some sense with this queries. Okay, so these are the customers. So for the top two customers you can give some promotion. Okay, or you can say 1 month free. Okay, you can give some happy hours during holiday season like December. Okay, you can give them a uh, 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 free rental. Okay, for 1 month only for December, because they are the top two customers who are whose bill has crossed 200, more than $200. Okay, in a month or in a year, which is good for the company. Okay, like this you can have a promotional ideas you can add. Okay, this one is less than this. Okay, so you can add, think about these customers, what you want to give a benefit. Okay, and you can see, I'll just copy this. I'll say, less than 100. Oh, sorry, not greater than, less than, less than 100. I want the count. Okay, so 303 customers are there who are still under less than 100. Okay, it could be they are not a frequent. Okay, now next thing you have to do is less than 100. What could be the reason? Now you have to look at customer table, their age type. Okay, and you have to see what movies they like. Is it action, horror, romance, or whatever? Okay, you need to do uh, uh, some more filtering there to understand their pattern. Okay, so you can go to all these genres to understand what type of movies they like. Okay, and then based on that you can do the promotion to these guys to cross more than $100 in a 6 months or target something like that. Okay, based on that you can do some marketing. Okay, from the data. Okay, these are the 100. So based on this report, further you have to narrow down customer table and bring out the inference. Okay, so this is how, see, if you write right, you will not forget it. See, it's a real problem statement. Okay, now everywhere that I am doing for this statement, less than 100, greater than this and that. Okay, so you can say only 100 above 200 is just two customers, if I am not wrong. See, two customers, okay, with the ID called 526 and 148. So you can send some gift during Christmas gift or something. Okay, like $100 you can spend on them. Okay, see, this is very small data, but in reality it will be where you will have lot of customers. Okay, in lakhs. Right now, whatever the we have, it's I think 10,000 or 900, 9,000. I don't recall the entire table. Okay, but in real time they will have more customers. So if you give some promotional offers to them, okay, something during holiday season, okay, happy hours or something, okay, where you can waive off their rental during festive season, okay, like Christmas and all, New Year. Okay, then these customers will be loyal customers for you, and they will always stick with you. They'll not leave DVD rental. Okay, based on this report, you have to narrow down. Now, coming back to where is customer. Okay, now I have customer ID, first name, last name, email address, active, boolean, create date, last update active, whether they are active or not. Okay, but I don't have the taste. Okay, what kind of movie they like. Okay, how can you pick up the movie detail? You can again go back to film. Okay, first thing what you have to check here is, see, this is customer, right? You have a customer ID here. No, okay, we don't have customer ID here. Okay, film actor, film category is there. Let me check here. See, film ID, category ID, last update. Where is category ID? Category here. Okay, category ID, name. Okay, let me run this. Okay, select from category. Let me check this. See, I have action, animation, children, classic. Okay, I have in category. Okay, now this is a very good analysis. Okay, now I want to go to where is my ERD? ERD. Okay, so ERD stands for entity relationship diagram. Okay, this is called entity relationship diagram. Okay, now I know in category table, film category, I have one minute, where is category? One minute. Store film category. Yeah, this is the film category, small int and this one. But I need the combination of customers to find out whether where is customer table, customer, this is customer table. Okay, this is my customer table. Now, when I point uh, this one, okay, I want to see whether there is any relationship with this table. Okay, so you can see this table is going somewhere up. Okay, I can go up. So it has a relationship with this table called address. Okay, now does address have any relationship with this table? So we need to find out the relation. Okay, now category has a relation. The category has a relation with this table, and there is one more arm going on here. This is with film. Okay, and now film actor. Okay, and uh, this one, what is this called? uh, Actor. Okay, and this one is there again, it is going to staff. Okay, but this one is going to customer. See, there is a link. So you need to join customer table, address table. Okay, so address table. Okay, and we need category, film category. If you see, if you just saw, I just ran select star from category, I have categories here. Okay, to achieve that I need to add address, I need to add customer. Okay, two tables, and I need to add this also. So this is related to uh, film is there. Okay, film table is connected. Now do this table connect uh, film. One minute, I have to move this, guys. Okay, these arrows are confusing for me, so you have to move here and there to get a relation. Okay, so whenever you see something like this, you move this window like this. Okay, and you can see I need category. uh, I need to see whether I have customer. Okay, customer along with this I need. So I have a category ID. So category ID is in this table called film category. Okay, so 1 minute, let me run if there is any. This is film category. See, I don't have whether it's action movie or children movie, but though I have category ID. Okay, so see, this is a business problem you will come across when you are working with some tables. Okay, so what we'll do is we will continue tomorrow. Okay, so we'll sit on this. Meanwhile, your homework is to find out if I want a customer along with their choice of movie category. How do how do I find it? Okay, so just go to the ERD table. You know, guys, right? How to go to ERD table? So, say for example, you are at this database. Okay, DVD rental, right click and go to ERD for database. Okay, so you'll get this page where you can see the mapping. Okay, proper mapping. So links. Okay, this is very important, guys. Okay, So I want to find out how I can find out. Okay, so that's it, guys, for today. So tomorrow I'll share the sheet also, this sheet also. So okay, once you just practice it, okay. So just take 5-10 minutes and find out the links. I need customer and their movie categories. Okay, this category I need. How I can find out? Okay, if you can just spend some time by going this arrow. Okay, I mean you'll get an idea. Okay, I'll also find out. So I need to move this here and there. Then I have to adjust and then I will do it. Okay. So after my dinner, I'll just sit on it and I'll find out. So category I need. Okay, not film category. Film category has all numeric values. Okay. If you see here film categories, film ID, category ID. These are category ID. Okay. Now what are the category IDs? Do we have this category ID in film table? Uh, Category ID, no. So 1 minute. Customer ID. I need to find out category ID. Okay. So where is the customer ID? So customer ID is there in payment table. Okay. But I need this one, category ID. Okay. If I get category ID, the category ID is here in film category and category. If you sum up these two, okay, you will get what category is for action. Okay, some numeric numbers we are seeing, right? So you can join or you can union all and you can see that. Okay, now again this table film category is connecting here to this one. Okay, so you have film ID here common and film ID, so this and this can be connected, 1 2 3. Okay, film, film category and category table you can connect. Okay, but the question is film IDs here. See, this is a logic. Okay, if someone asks you, I want to find out the movies type. Okay, the category type. So you have something called address ID is also here. Okay, this one, this column. So first see how many keys are here. 1 2. Okay, so two keys are there. So you can first go here, category ID, city ID, address ID. Okay, so there is a link with this table called address. Okay, but we need this extreme. Okay, so you need to find out the loopholes. Okay, there are different ways. I'll guide you tomorrow how to connect. Okay, these three tables, and then we will fetch the required 1 hour later. Sorry, later on you can see how to do that. Okay. Okay, guys. So we will close this session today. Okay. 1 minute. Not this one. Aggregation. Yeah, I have saved this. Okay. So tomorrow I'll help you out to how to connect with customer, category, and category ID categories. Okay. So we have category and we have category. Okay. So in category, if you see, I'm getting these names. Okay. I want to connect which customer was using these movies, and based on that, you can build some customization. Okay. If you notice in Netflix, whatever the movies you watch, like action movie, if you are a fan of action movies, right, Hollywood or Bollywood or Tollywood, right? When you watch, what happens is the recommendation system within Netflix will pick all those action movies where people have commented or rated those movies within a scale of 5, within a scale of 1 to 5, 5 highest. Okay, based on that it will recommend, yeah, you can watch this movie also, this is on similar ground action. Okay, on political ground background or whatever. Okay, so based on that, okay, so that those are called recommendation systems. Okay, Netflix use that recommendation, even Amazon. Okay, if you're buying one product on a similar basis month to month, like groceries, right, you can look for some other groceries within the same type and he can recommend. Apart from this, these also available and there is an offer going on, 30%, 20% or 80%, whatever. Okay, like that they'll give a recommendation system. Okay, so how is done in the background? All through SQL query. Okay, so it all done by background is SQL. If your foundation is very good in SQL, I'm telling you, you will get job very easily, very easy. And I'll guide you which are the portals where you can apply. Okay, chalo guys, we are on top of the hour. I'll close the session for today. Okay, tomorrow same